Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called The Stock Market, 28th of June 2022 prediction. And before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms, which is something very special I do because they belong to the energy and the magic of your soul. Who changes all the signs, erasing the signs, making new signs appear, and the lines changing is your soul. And so the energy of the soul is what I read for you. And in this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50, I'll talk to you about your next 9 years and show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. We'll talk more about this later. So the stock market 28th of June 2022 prediction. Now I'm going to start off by telling you how the 12 signs, sun signs are going to fare. And we'll talk then more about other things. Aries 70% lucky. Taurus 60% lucky. Gemini 70% bad. Be careful, your choices will be all wrong. Cancer 60% lucky. Leo 60% lucky as well. And then Virgo 70% bad. And Libra 75% bad. And Scorpio also 75% bad. And Sagittarius 70% lucky. Capricorn 70% bad. And Aquarius 75% bad, and Pisces 60% lucky. So that's how it stands. Normally, how do we judge the stock market? Through the index. So many points up, so many points down. Doesn't mean a thing. What we want to know is how you are going to fare. So I've narrowed the things down to sun signs. That's the best I can do. And so, knowing that what sun sign you are in, you have to be careful whether to go in or not to go in, to stay out or not to stay out. So, that is what I do for you. It's a day where the ego is ranting away. The ego is very active. So, many of you, for the sake of ego, will just have the urge to prove other people wrong and go into the market. Don't do it. Rather, use logic. And don't follow the leader either. Just use logic. Use logic and use my guide as well. Together with that, you will be able to handle things better. It's a day where erraticness is seen, which means that the market is going to be up and down and up and down. The ones who want to push it up will lose out. The ones who will suffer the losses will be there. So it'll be up and down. So it's an erratic day like this. If you're a small player, don't go in. You will end up nowhere. It's the big boys who are pushing it up and down. So the erratic day is going to be very frustrating and very punishing for many people. It's a day which is very moody as well. So the planets are very moody, and their impression on you is to make you very changeable. You'll be changing your mind every time you listen to some expert or another. So try not to allow that to happen. So remember that the index up and down doesn't mean a thing. It's how you individually end up. And the closest I can do is to show you through your sun signs. Regarding the currency, I expect some increase of the US in a better way. So the US dollar is going to increase its power, not by very much, but by a little bit. That will be the trend. And overall, in terms of counters, you have to be careful that some counters are which are supposed to be very steady will unexpectedly lose steam. That's what I see. So there's an unexpectedness in the air on this 28th of June 2022, which means that you can be helpless at any time. So play the market very, very carefully. Risk takers have to beware that suddenly things may go up and suddenly they might come down. So take your time. So it's a day which is very unpredictable in many ways. But in the end, there has to be a result. And that result is what you want. So be safe, control your ego, don't be too changeable, and be careful the erraticness of up and down. If you want to stay away, sometimes it's even better. Why punish yourself with all this stress, especially when you're not going to make much? So that's my prediction for you. Before I leave you, I give a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years. In this 90-minute session, I will tackle your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and mostly reading your palms and all areas of your life, your health, your personal areas of romance, marriage, family, the job, the business, the finances. We'll go through it age by age, calendar year by calendar year. We'll go through it quickly because there's a lot to teach you. The most important part is how to reach that soul. And when you reach that soul, hang on, there's a pop up here. When you reach that soul, I will show you how to use the magic. And that magic is what I will teach you to do in this 90-minute session so that you and your soul can be harmonized. And we know how to do that. Most of us get this harmonizing with the soul in our 50s and 60s or 70s of ages, usually very late. But I will show you how to get there earlier. And by when you come to see me, about 2 weeks later or so, you will start feeling the energies and all the things I will teach you to attract good luck so that the soul is very comfortable with you. That's what we try to do. Your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky days, your lucky directions, on and on. There's all these energies so that the soul can harmonize with you. And you'll be somebody very special by the time I finish with you because you will have that aura about you and your third eye would wake up. So first step is to connect to your soul and activate it. And then the aura starts to work. And then the third eye starts to work. And that's what makes people very, very special. So I look forward to teaching you all these energies. Slowly you will accumulate them week after week, month after month. And you will see that tendency to understand what it's all about. You will be able to capitalize on these kinds of energy. In the meantime, I wish you a good day. And I hope that I see you one day so that I can share with you how to get to that wonderful blessing of an energy, your soul. Thank you. Goodbye.